Hello students, teachers, parents, history nerds. Hello everybody, and welcome to Nutshelled History, where we lay out the facts, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Today we are going to continue our Ancient Civilizations series by looking at the Roman Empire, rise and decline. Don't forget that there's a link for a fill-in-the-blank worksheet in the description. I just ask that you like and subscribe. I apologize for any mispronunciations ahead of time. I do my best. Okay, let's go. As Rome extended its territory, it encountered Carthage, an empire that stretched across North Africa and the Western Mediterranean. These two powers battled in the Three Punic Wars, which lasted from 264 BC to 146 BC, when Rome finally destroyed Carthage. Rome was committed to a policy of imperialism, establishing control over foreign lands. Roman power soon spread from Spain to Egypt. Rome soon controlled busy trade routes that brought tremendous riches. Wealthy families purchased large estates called latifundias and forced war captives to work as their slaves. The gap between rich and poor grew, leading to corruption and riots. Rome was in need of social and political reform. However, the Senate felt threatened when the young patrician tribunes Tiberius and Gaius Gracchus attempted reforms. They were killed in a series of street riots staged by the Senate. This power struggle led to a period of civil wars. Out of the chaos emerged Julius Caesar, a brilliant military commander. With Caesar's rising fame, a rivalry erupted between him and another general, Pompey. After defeating Pompey, Caesar swept around the Mediterranean, suppressing rebellions. Victorious, Caesar returned to Rome and forced the Senate to make him dictator for life. He pushed through a number of reforms to help solve Rome's many problems. Fearing Caesar's growing power, his enemies killed him in 44 BC. Caesar's friend, Mark Antony, and his nephew, Octavian, joined forces to avenge Caesar. However, they soon battled one another for power, and Octavian defeated Antony. With this triumph, the Senate gave Octavian the title of Augustus, or Exalted One. He was the first emperor of Rome and ruled from 27 BC AD 14. Augustus built a stable government for the empire and undertook economic reforms. Another influential Roman emperor was Hadrian. He codified Roman law, making it the same for all provinces. During the golden age of the Pax Romana, Roman rule brought peace, prosperity, and order to the lands it controlled. However, social and economic problems hid beneath the general prosperity. In the AD 200s, the Roman Empire began to weaken. Rome suffered political and economic turmoil and a decline in traditional values. The oppressive government and corrupt upper class generated hostility among the lower classes. In 284, the Emperor Diocletian set out to restore order. He divided the empire into two parts. He appointed a co-emperor, Maximian, to rule the western provinces, and he controlled the eastern part, known as the Byzantine Empire. To slow inflation, Diocletian fixed the prices of many goods. When the Emperor Constantine came into power, he continued Diocletian's reforms. In addition, he granted toleration to Christians and moved the empire's capital to Constantinople, making the Eastern Empire the center of power. These reforms failed to stop the long-term decline of the empire. Nomadic people from Asia, called Huns, were forcing Germanic peoples into Roman territory. By 410, Rome itself was under attack. By then, the empire had surrendered much of its western territories to invaders. There were several reasons for Rome's decline, but the primary reason was the many invasions. Rome's legions were not as strong or as loyal as they had been. As Roman citizens suffered the consequences of a declining empire, patriotism diminished. The Roman Empire finally fell in 476 when Germanic invaders captured Rome and ousted the emperor. Boom! It's recap time. Rome and Carthage had a nasty 100-year feud called the Punic Wars, ending with Rome smashing Carthage in 146 BC. With that out of the way, Rome went full imperialist, grabbing land from Spain to Egypt and raking in cash from trade. The rich got richer with massive estates worked by slaves, while the poor got angrier, cue corruption and riots. Reform attempts by the Gracchus brothers ended in their untimely, accidental deaths, leading to civil wars. Enter Julius Caesar, a military genius who took over, made reforms, and got stabbed for his troubles in 44 BC. His heir, Octavian, later Augustus, emerged victorious and became Rome's first emperor, kicking off the golden age of the Pax Romana. But beneath the peace, problems festered, corruption, economic woes, and a declining sense of duty. By the 200s AD, Rome was crumbling, with emperors like Diocletian and Constantine desperately patching holes. Despite their efforts, barbarian invasions proved too much. In 476, Rome officially called it quits when Germanic invaders booted out the last emperor, ending one of history's wildest empires with more of a whimper than a bang. There you have it, folks. That is the Roman Empire. Rise and decline Nutshelled. Thanks for stopping by Nutshelled History. This channel must rise and not decline. So, go nuts on those like and subscribe buttons for me. I'll see y'all next time on Nutshelled History.